guys, welcome once more to my YouTube channel, and I want you to stay to the end. I would like you to stay to the end. This is interesting, and we are in the new year, first month of the new year, and I was just thinking to myself that we are in the new year. It's not yet that old, it has just begun, and I was just thinking, is there anything that we should unlearn this year? There are things that we grew up believing in, there are things that we were made to believe, there are systems that we were taken through as we were growing up that has made us, and some beliefs that we also grew with that cannot serve us right now. So those are some of the things that we should unlearn this year, 2022, the best year ever. So for me, some of the things that we should unlearn this year, that is 2022, is the idea that human need for love is being needy. That because you have the need to have love, to be loved, to be in love, you are taken as someone who is needy. Ain't nothing wrong with just wanting to be loved, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, love is the definition of all the good things in the world. You love your neighbor, that is why you care about their well-being. You love yourself, that is why you treat yourself better. You love your kids, that is why you are able to take good care of them and responsible for them. The need of you, the fact that human need love does not make them become needy. So we are so, I don't know, the society is so cruel that when someone needs love, instead of taking it positively and reciprocating that, it's taken as a person who is needy. Okay, so what are we trying to teach each other here? We're trying to teach each other that we should put love away so that we don't look needy, which is very wrong. Love is a very good thing. It's a very beautiful thing, and it depends on how you define it and whom you're sharing it with. But one thing I can assure you, the idea that human need for love is needy is a very wrong notion that we should drop and unlearn this year. Another thing is that most of us believe that, or most people believe that because I don't know, but some people define self-care as going to indulge. In this I mean like drinking to stoop, okay? Drinking to the level that you cannot even recognize yourself. So some people believe that when you go have fun, or rather you engage in things that self-sabotage you, like over drinking, I don't know, just having casual sex, for them they feel that is self-care, but that is wrong. That is wrong. Self-care is not equal to indulging, by the way. You can have a very positive way of taking care of yourself. And then there's this notion of that now you're so busy. By the way, being busy is not a badge of honor. Let's get that clear. So being busy is not a badge of honor at all. So do not ever take being busy as a badge of honor. That should change, and you should unlearn it in this year. Another thing is that we tend to believe that when someone is resting is being lazy. Oh no, dear. No. That is a very wrong kind of belief. We work, we have to rest. Okay? So we work, we have to rest. So if you see someone resting, do not say they are being lazy. Resting is very important. Our bodies need to re-energize. So resting is actually re-energizing so that you can come back and do something well enough. So it's not fair when you start branding people who are resting to be lazy. It's a very long notion that we should unlearn in this year. Then another thing is that we don't take boundaries we don't take boundaries positively. Once you put boundaries, people take it as if you are rejecting them. And that is not the case. When you put a boundary, you're just trying to communicate and say that you don't feel okay, about certain things. You don't feel okay about how things are done. You don't feel okay about maybe how you're being approached. You don't feel okay about participating in something. So when you're putting a boundary, it is not a way of, like, to those whom you're putting boundaries to, they shouldn't take it as a rejection. It's not a rejection. It's just that someone has decided to choose comfort for themselves over everything else. Or would you rather someone do something out of the fact that they're being pressured, or would you rather someone does something because they feel happy doing it. Okay, so boundaries are not a form of rejection, so we should unlearn that. And then drop down the need to be always happy, the need to be always happy all the time. That is impossible. Okay, you cannot be happy all the time. There are times you're sad, there are times you're stressed, there are times you feel overwhelmed, and that is okay. You're just being human. So the fact that you have to you feel the need to be happy all the time, you're just living in an illusion that, you know, it won't really be healthy for you. So what I'll say is that allow yourself to be sad at times, allow yourself to go through negative emotions. It's okay, it's healthy. Allow yourself to go through the stress, have the feeling of how it feels to be stressed, and all that. Just balance it. But the need to be happy all the time is a habit that we should unlearn this year. Ain't good at all. In fact, now it turns to be toxic because you'll do anything to be happy, even if it's of a negative consequence. Yeah. And then I know these most people nowadays fear showing their vulnerability because they feel like when you show your vulnerability, you're a weak person. No, 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 no. No, I want to tell you no. By the way, being vulnerable is a way of expressing yourself and getting yourself known. Okay, so when you are vulnerable, it is just a show that you are being human. You're not squashing, well, not really squashing, but you're not putting your feelings underneath over there so that one day you burst out. No, so allow yourself to be vulnerable at times. Okay, just open up, talk to people, and all that, so that you live a healthy life. And then this one affects most of us. Okay, and it's a habit that we should unlearn. Drop it this year. The fact that your worth comes from your output. Okay, ever seen some people when they do things and then those things don't come out well, or rather they don't succeed in whichever thing they were doing? It really eats them up. Okay, these are people who believe that their worth comes from their output. No, dear, sometimes you can really work hard in something and it doesn't come out well. So accept, learn the lesson, move on, try again. Okay, so your worth will never come from your output. Okay, it's about experience, trying and retrying and learning and relearning. And then so many people believe that they let me put it this way, so many people, especially the youngings, for them external validation is important than the inner validation. Okay, so I want to give an example, like you get in a situation whereby maybe there's a place you want to go and visit, so you're dressing up. So the moment you just tell someone, oh my god, you're just looking off completely, so you'll find out that this human being woke up in the morning, put on whatever they wanted to put on, very well, in good moods. They believed at first they were looking good, but because someone else has given their opinion by saying, oh my god, you just look off, now that crushes them. They don't believe in their choices anymore, and they get affected. That is an example of a person who takes external validation to be very important than their own inner validation. It is a very dangerous habit, and drop it if you're a victim. Drop that. Lastly, never ever pretend that you're okay when you're not. If you're not okay, show it. If you're okay, show it. So do not pretend what you're not feeling. If you're not okay, you're not okay. Accept you're not okay. And that is the beginning of you getting a solution. But the moment you ignore yourself and pretend to be okay when you're not, then you're not living your life to the full. So in this year, we should also unlearn this. Okay, that you are pretending to be okay when you're not. There is no trophy given to you when you pretend to be okay when you're not. So, my dear ones, those are the things I feel like we should unlearn. Things that we've been made to believe, things that we've been living with, things that we found happening and we took over, things that we just adapted because we influence each other as human beings, such things should be unlearned. All right, I'm sure there's so many, very many other things that can be unlearned, and you're free to comment down below my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for being here. Until next time, that is a bye. Bye bye. Have a good time for yourself.